Boys and girls, Doug's into guests, ladies and gents, Monster Hunter Generations. And today we are going to take a look at the Velocidrome. Now, the Velocidrome is a classic. I mean, he was like the very first monster you ever fought in Monster Hunter, period. All right, he's like a super classic. But today we're going to be fighting him. And actually, I'm going to tell you how to actually fight him, because to fight him regularly isn't like as quick as just going to the quest menu and just clicking them. You must first go to once you go to the Kotoko village, well, once you have the access to go to all the other villages, you're going to speak to all the head chiefs there, and then they're going to give you certain quests for you to do. Usually each one requires you to kill X amount of whatever little drone monster they have. Like, it'll be kill 10 Gaia Prey, or kill 10 Jagia, or kill 10 Velospray, whatever. Once you complete those quests, they'll give you a monster to fight from each of their own realms. And once you complete the kill 10 Velospray quest, can't talk today, you'll be rewarded with actually being able to fight the Velocidrome. Now, the Velocidrome, he isn't really hard. Okay, if you guys seen the Gendrome video, it's literally all of that, no paralysis. Now, one thing I will say, I want to say he might have a little bit more health, and if anything, he definitely has a bit more evasive nature to him, because this fight took a lot longer than it really should have. I'll admit. I mean, I thought I was going in, but I was missing hella hits, you know what I mean? I was missing a whole lot, so his evasiveness is, I want to say, just a little bit better than that of the Gendrome. But for the most part, if you remember what it took to fight the Gendrome and you come into here, you're looking at the exact same setup from before, bro. I mean, everything that you remembered when fighting the Gendrome, or if you, let's say you grinded the Gendrome to get the materials you need to actually make his weapons, you can't technically make his weapons yet until after you beat this monster. However, let's say you did grind it a little bit, you know, so you can like, okay, I want to make that sword and shield Dak was talking about, because it's actually very, very good. I'm going to use it in a video pretty soon. But let's say you did fight the Gendrome a couple of times. What you learn when fighting the Gendrome, you will take everything, literally everything, come here and do the same thing. The Velospray, just like the Genpray, it's just that they don't do the paralysis. They will jump on you, they'll get in your way, etc., etc. The Velocidrome will do the whole jumping thing, the biting thing. It's the same stuff. It's not difficult. It's really not difficult. Watch the movements, understand that you don't want to get hit with the really big jumps. Okay, the big jumps are the ones that do the most damage. You're just gonna kind of want to go in there and swing to the best of your abilities. I mean, I know this sounds really weird. There's not a whole lot of tactics going into here, but I just honestly mean that. I'm going here with Brave Greatsword once again, because, you know, I was feeling myself for a little bit when it came to the Brave Greatsword scene. But I am going to be switching it up. I'm going to be using other weapons like Switch Axe, Charge Blade, Dual Blades, basically everything that's not like a lance yet. I will get to lances, just not yet. But I'm using, again, like I said, the Brave styles, 'cause I kind of figure you guys might be actually using some of these newer styles, and the Brave style seems to be the most fun style to really use when it comes to Brave. So I decided to kind of go with this kind of thing here. I said the Great Sword, no, the Brave style. Out of the Brave and Alchemy style, the Brave style seems to be the most fun. Alchemy is actually really cool, but we'll get to that on a later date. Now, the Velocidrome, his weapons, they are fairly decent. I'll admit, his weapons are pretty good. His armor, you can kind of give it a miss. I would recommend just kind of giving it a miss, truth be told. But his weapons are fairly decent. They're really good for like low rank, low end. If you want to better something, his stuff is good. I recommend literally everything that actually has out to make. It has a very, very decent amount of sharpness, some good damage, you know, the whole nine. It's just good all around. So if you can actually make his weapons, I would totally do that. In terms of elemental resistances, again, really too early to really like focus on that too much, but it is weak to fire. But if you do have a fire whip by whatever means, you could totally do that, and you probably might have one, because Kutku, I think you can fight Kutku around the same time too, and if not, you actually get the chance to fight Kutku after you fight Velocidrome here. So once you beat the Velocidrome, once you go back to the village and talk to the chief, he'll put a Kutku quest up for you to actually fight if you yet to actually fight him. So we will get to the Kutku soon. What I want to do actually all the 2-star village quests first, and then I'll get to the 3-star village quests, and then I'll get to the 4, so on, etc. You know, that kind of thing. But really, again, like I said, not too many tactics you can really employ when actually fighting this thing. This quest took a lot longer than it probably should have, probably because I was being really stupid. I thought I actually was going to be able to hit him with my Brimstone Slash, and I really wasn't. I was kind of wasting a lot of time here and there. But again, now to fight, if you remember what you did when fighting Gendrome, employ all that stuff right here, and you should be good to go. Also, his weapons are fairly decent. I recommend actually picking those up if you're kind of into that sort of thing. I mean, they're very good weapons. They're better than your petrified weapons, like that. They're definitely better than your petrified weapons, and they'll give you a bit more mileage out of that. And also you're gonna be needing his weapons, especially his particular sword and shield, the Serpent Bite sword and shield, to actually go into what's known as the Viper Bite, which is the paralysis sword and shield from the Gendrum that I told you guys about before. So that's what you're gonna need. You need a couple of his materials and his sword and shield, so to speak. So that being said, everyone's pretty much all I really have to say about the Gendrum. Excuse me, not the Gendrum, the Velocidrome. Again, he is like the very first monster you fight in Monster Hunter period. Not a whole lot to him. You fought Gendrum before. Take everything you learned from then, bring it here. His weapons are fairly decent, and it's not really hard. The next monster, though, we're gonna get into, I think it'll probably be the last. We got 2 more very easy monsters, and after that, we really get into some stuff. We will really get into some stuff pretty soon. But yeah, everyone, that's all I have. Thanks so much for watching. The video is a little bit longer than this, but you know, you can watch to the end, or you can just watch till I stop talking. Regardless, it matters not to me. Let me know what you'd like to see in the future in terms of like feedback and presentations of the actual video. If you want me to use a different setup, if you guys remember my Deviant Monster Explain videos, for those of you who actually remember that, I will put a link to, I guess, that playlist in the description, so you can check that out. If you want me to actually do videos akin to that for these, let me know. If not, if you want this particular side I'm doing right now and it's fine for you, let me know that as well, because I just want to make it easier enough for you guys, or easier for you guys to actually understand the information, get it out for you guys, etc., etc. But regardless, it's been your boy. Take care.